The planet of Rava was harsh. Endless desert stretched beyond the horizon, and storms big enough to tear metal apart rolled across its surface. Many alien species had come to colonize it, drawn by its rich minerals, but few stayed long. For most survival was impossible, and yet humans had arrived. They came not in huge fleets but in small groups of settlers. They brought tools, tents, and something the others mocked: simple, crude shelters built from stone, wood, and hardened sand. The Galactic Council species laughed when they saw the human buildings. The shelters looked primitive, like children's toys. Stone walls, wooden beams. Do they think they are still on their homeworld? One alien scoffed. Our cities stand on towers of steel. Their huts will not last a day. To the Council, human construction was weak and unworthy of a Terra's place among advanced civilizations. They saw only crude shapes where they expected glowing domes of energy or fields of force. The humans did not argue. They simply worked. They mixed sand with water, baked bricks under the sun, and reinforced every wall with care. They spoke little of the storms but watched the horizon carefully each evening. One council officer sneered at Captain Reyes, the leader of the settlers. "Why build like this, human? The storms are not kind. Your shelter is a coffin waiting to be buried." Reyes only replied, "Storms do not care about pride or technology. They care only about strength, you'll see." On the 12th night, the skies darkened. The winds howled louder than engines, and the desert floor trembled as if the planet itself was groaning. A storm was coming, one larger than any recorded in recent years. The alien settlers rushed to their shining force field domes and metallic towers. They activated energy shields, confident they were safe. From their glowing cities, they laughed again at the quiet, stone-built human village. "Those poor creatures," one alien said. "They won't live to see the morning part 5, when the storm hit. The storm struck with fury. Sand became a wall of knives carried by winds so strong they bent metal. Energy shields flickered, overloaded by the sheer force of nature. Towers cracked, domes shattered. Entire alien outposts collapsed under the storm's rage. But the human village stood still. The crude shelters, heavy with stone and sand, did not bend. Their roofs were low and sloped, forcing the storm to pass over them. Their walls absorbed the impact. The humans huddled together inside, their voices calm, their trust in their work unshaken. Screams filled the desert night. Alien cities that once glowed like jewels were torn apart, their pieces scattered across the sand. Proud towers fell, broken by the storm they had mocked. Some aliens ran, searching for safety. Others called for help, but there was nowhere to go. Their technology, so advanced, meant nothing against the endless storm. In the distance, they saw the human village still standing. Its walls held strong, its fires glowed warm. When the winds weakened for a moment, the first survivors stumbled to the human gates. Covered in blood and sand, they begged, "Please, let us in." The humans opened their doors without hesitation. They gave food, water, and blankets. Captain Reyes looked at the broken aliens and spoke softly. "This shelter was never just for us. Storms are survived together." The storm raged for 3 more days. The human shelters became crowded with alien refugees, their bodies pressed close, their voices shaking. Children of different worlds cried in fear, but humans sang songs to calm them. They shared their rations and whispered promises of safety, and every hour the shelters held. The stone did not crack. The beams did not break. What the aliens once called primitive became their only shield against destruction. When the sun finally returned, the desert was silent. The alien cities were gone, buried under dunes, erased by nature. Only the human village remained. The walls were scarred, but they still stood proud. Around them, survivors of many species wept, not only for what they had lost, but for what they had been saved by. Captain Reyes stepped outside, the wind calm at last. "You laughed at our shelter," he said quietly. "But survival is not about beauty. It is about endurance." From that day, no one mocked the humans again. Across the galaxy, the story spread. On Rava, when the storm came, only the human shelters endured. Civilizations began to study human ways, learning the strength of simple designs, of patience, and of humility before nature. And in the hearts of the survivors, one truth was carved as deeply as stone in the desert: when all else falls, humanity endures.